Double
string.
Aha, y'all want it roll, put the giant ready to take over.
Like
Y'all want it roll, be Papa come again. Y'all want it roll, Papa Georgie come again. Y'all want it roll, Mama Joe come again. Who want it roll, see Tisha come again. Now they walk on the giant coming so. Better move it roll. I say you're better move your roll. It's about to get away. Only about to get away. We come here again. Who wanna roll Cdc come here again? Yeah, who wanna roll Joe? We are coming again. Who wanna roll Mama Joe? We come here again. Up in the roll Cdc come here again. Now the whole country giant coming so. Better move on and roll. Say you're better move your roll. Something I take you away. Better get away. We come here again. We first go win the scheme. We come here again. Coalition for democratic change. Now the whole country champion they coming so. You better move on the road. I say you're better move your road. You be Paris and get away. Better get away. Yeah, say I'm morning go. I say I come. I double. Musical corridor. Yeah, say I'm morning go. I say I come. Shake your body.
Good evening again, and welcome to a very brand new edition of the CDC Hour. The CDC Hour is a 60-minute package that looks into activities of the Congress for Democratic Change and other national issues that affect the body politics of our country. Today is Wednesday, July 2, 2025. And I'm here as your host, Ishaka Sharif, as usual. We will be joining Prince Crippler anytime we get him. But today we'll be discussing some very important topics. Reconciliation in the Congress for Democratic Change. We're talking about restructuring. We're talking about revamping the institution. We're talking about the general scope of bringing the party back to contest for the election in 2029 and probably other elections that might be on the way to 2029. Today is Wednesday, July 2, 2025. I'll be back in a jiffy after a bit of our team song.
On the hands of the weaker one, Darky Mafua, so the stand gotta get away. But we are Popo, that's sleeping for base opposed to Popo, and then Joe and Popo. I'm picking like that's opposed to Popo. They call our heavyway, that we the champion team. Peace where we remain, international we do bleed. Sing with me, say,
thank you so much and welcome back to the show. It promises to be very good today. It promises to be enterprising and entertaining, as we have always been talking about. The Congress for Democratic Change is in the spotlight. We've been in the spotlight every day just for the best reason, a better reason, the good reason. We are here and we are going to discuss reconciliation within the Congress for Democratic Change. After election, very heated process, we are where we are. And so we are where we are because of different issues. We are where we are because of different problems, and so we are at the crossroads as a party, and to put up a meaningful challenge to the presidency of the country, we will need to have a united front. If you look at all of what are going on across the country. All of what are going on across the country. Okay, we will not be able to get Prince today. We will get him on Friday, and so the show will continue with me alone today. But you're gonna enjoy it. Don't worry. So if you have joined the show, I would like you to share it, share the show, share the video to your friends. Just share it. Keep sharing the video. Share the video. Share it to your friend who will rather share it to that friend and other friend and other friend, from friend to friend, friend. Share the show. Share the show. We are here. This is a very big platform. George Weah is coming back 2029. That's all I can say. George Weah is coming back 2029. If I had never been um, if I had never been reinvigorated before, if I had never been inspired before about George Weah come back, then today I am. And let me report to you today that if you have never been a fan, if you have never been enthusiastic or inspired of a George Weah comeback, then I want you to read my lips. Based on all I've heard, I've seen in the last few days, today again, I can safely tell you, I can safely assure you that George Mane Weah, His Excellency Bekugbe, will be back at the Executive Mansion in 2030, January 22nd. He will be elected in 2029. So I'm very ecstatic by the news I'm hearing, by the conversations that are ongoing. And so, seditions, you got to be upbeat, you got to be invigorated, and do your party's work. Support your party. These people are failing very bigly. They are failing very, very bigly. On governance, on corruption, on a lot of issues, they are failing bigly, paving the way for a George Weah comeback in 2029. George Weah has assured me today and other seditions that he even wants to be president more than any other president in 2029. George Weah will give a shot at the presidency. Believe me on that. The president, there are a lot of decisions that are being made. There are a lot of strategies that are being put into place. And in weeks from now, those strategies will start kicking off. And you, as members of the party, just after 18, 19 months, will begin to feel the CDC again. After election, there always is a rehearsal period, and we have gone through the rehearsal period. We have given the government the period of honeymoon. We have given the government space to breathe, and then now it is the time to step in the trenches, to go to the jungles. It is the time for Bekugbe to go out there and tell the Liberian people that, look, you did well by voting for me in 2023. I'm letting the cat out of the bag already. No, man, I'm not going to do that. I'll just tell you a gist of it. But there are big things coming up. Big, very big things coming up for the CDC. About the CDC, the chairman of the party was recently in the southeast. Chairman Janga Ko, having attended the funeral and burial ceremonies of the late First Lady Nancy Doe and the late President the late President Samuel Kayan Doe. The chairman made a trip alongside other elders of the party and some other partisans. He went to Maryland County. He visited Maryland County. Had some discussions with party leaders. From there on to Grand Crew, Sino, Grand Bassa, and then Margibi County. So the chairman with his team has had some very meaningful discussions with party leaders across the southeast, across counties in the southeast. And so you got to be very upbeat, share the show, begin to share the show, let other people watch, let many people come on to watch this show. This promises to be a very interesting show. It's entertaining. Yes, of course it is. This is the CDC Hour, the biggest political show on your platform. You can listen to uh, nowadays. The CDC is a very big political institution, and we are just uh, we are just on our way to doing big things. Oh yes. I Let me share myself. Let me share the show myself. Oh yes, I'm sharing. So please join me to share. Please join me to share. Please join me to share the show. Uh, Join me to share the show to your friends and other people to watch, because today is a very different day. Today is a very different day, and today is a very different day, and I thank you so much for being a part of the show. I've shared it already, so join me to share it to other links, other people, your friends, and other colleagues. Citizens in Radio Land, we have come a very long way. We have come at a crossroads, and the party is in a different mode. Party is in a mode of recalibration, restructuring, revitalization, and so there should be nobody left behind. We know, citizens, you have been clamoring for your party to restructure. You have been asking the questions, the $1 million questions. When will the CDC recalibrate? When will the CDC make a statement? When will the CDC act? But we can only act if we are together in unison. And that is what the party is doing now. I mean, don't mind the noise out there. There are other people who might be out there making different statements about the institution. No, do not follow that. The party has a structure, an executive. The party has a chairman, a secretary general, and leadership that will communicate the party's decision, the party's strategies, the party's commitment over to you. Listen to that. We have county chapters, we have district chapters. So listen to those people. They are your leaders. Do not listen to anybody outside that that says anything about the party that is not true, because they will they will deliberately misinform you. They will deliberately create disinformation to you in order to have a very bad picture or bad image of your political institution. And so, what we can do as citizens in the communities is to remain steadfast. We should remain committed. We should remain dedicated to the principles of our party, the ideals, the culture, the value, the tradition. The party will always remain supreme. There are a lot of people who have issues with seditions about the supremacy of our party. Whenever you say the party remains supreme, they want to fight you, they want to insult you, but that is that. And they, you are the very people they want. You are the very people they're looking for to be their partisans, to join to join their political institutions. But when you say the CDC remains supreme, it makes them very, very angry. Okay? Let us remain steadfast, let us remain dedicated, let us remain committed, and let us get united. Look at your friend, look at your brother. Every sedition is your brother, every sedition is your sister, right? Uh, Honorable Akara's Grace said we should call female sedition, we should call them sedices. So every sedices is your sister, every sedition is your brother. And that's why in the CDC, just that a lot of people may not know, but the political leader and former president said the blue beret that you see is for the female, is for the woman. The red beret is for the men. And for him, as the political leader and standard bearer of the party, he wears the black. So the black is only one. The black only is worn by George Weah. Only George Weah should wear a black beret. Yes, because he is the political leader. Uh, Seditions, who are the men, should wear red beret. Sedices, who are the women, should wear blue beret. And that is that. So we have a culture, we have a tradition. And I think we cannot erase our tradition for a group of funny people. No, not because somebody criticizes you, so you tend to backtrack on the tradition and culture of your party. Even Liberia has a culture. Liberia has a tradition. Liberia is above all political parties. Oh, yes, because political parties turn into government and sits within the state bureaucracy and run the country. And so the country is above any one political institution. So continue to share the show, share the show. This I said we said distribute it. Oh, share the show out there, share the show out there. Let your friends watch it in the diaspora, in other parts of the country, in Grand Cru, in Grand Jeddah, in Maryland, Sino, in Riverside, in how do you call it, Basso. Share the show all over in River G, in Bong, in Nimba. Share the show. Share the show. Let your friend watch the show. Okay, so we have a tradition, we have a culture. So begin or continue to live by that. But in terms of unity, and unity is the most cardinal issue that I will talk on today. Unity within the CDC, right? The political leader was just saying something. He just said something about 30 minutes ago, right? Let me reveal it to you. The political leader said, for example, seditions in chat rooms, bickering over what is not necessary. Everybody is blaming the other one. Oh, you were the one, you were the reason for the defeat. You were the one, oh, you did this, you did that during election time. You did this before election. The political leader said, now that we have gone about 18 to 19 months after election, we should put all of the bitterness behind us. What makes us a very big political party with leadership pedigree is the fact that we can resolve our issues by ourselves. Oh, yes, we can have issues. We are a human organization, so we have semblances of imperfection. We are not perfect. No, we are not perfect. So once we wrong each other, it is not the issue, but our ability to reconcile with each other makes us a very mature political party. And that's exactly what President Weah just said 30 minutes ago. Some of those statements will come out. Some of those statements might come out, right? But that's why he said we should remain united. He also said, ladies and gentlemen, seditions, let me tell you, if and I've been saying it in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so, right? And today, George Weah came and said exactly the same thing. He said, if we are in the communities, we in the districts, everywhere, he said, if you know you wrong your brother, whether before or during election, he said, you are not too big to say, my brother, my sister, I'm sorry. I apologize. He said we should do that because not for people that we wrong necessarily, but we should do it for the good and general interest of the party. That's what President Weah just said. So, and the phrase just for the good and general interest of the party suggests the supremacy of the party. So if we say the party remains supreme, the party remains supreme, we mean that whatever that we do as human beings, as partisans, as well-wishers, as sympathizers of the CDC, whatever we do, right, the party's interest should supersede everything that we do as partisans. The only thing that is above the interest of any political party is the country. We are all Liberians. We were Liberians before we became seditions, right? Of course, we were Liberians before we became seditions. And so the interest of the party is more paramount than any political institution, whether the CDC, whether the Unity Party, whether the Liberty Party, whether the CMC, or whether the ANC. The country's interest is above every single political institution. But in terms of individual interest, right? In terms of individual interest, the party's interest supersedes anyone. Continue to share the show so that your friends can watch. Continue to share the show. So, if we never had the gust or the plan to unite as seditions, one single reason for which we are supposed to unite is the fact that the government is proceeding in the wrong way. Police brutality on the increase. Secret killings on the increase. Corruption in over 25 of the government institutions just in 19 months. Everywhere corruption. The MCSS, the MCC, the Ministry of Commerce, the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of this, the Ministry of that, BS, Bureau of State Enterprise, LACRA, everywhere, every facet of the country, the Ministry of State, even in the President's office at the Executive Mansion, corruption has taken over. So this is enough reason for seditions to unite around one purpose. Uniting around one purpose is making sure that the CDC comes back to power in 2029. Look at what happened today, right? The former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Councillor J. Funati Kofa, Jacob DB, Honorable Jacob DB, Dixon Rauli Seaboth of District Number 16, Honorable Abu Kamara, Christian Kofa, John Nyanti, Alvin Kofa, and the rest of the guys, Tom Etrich, Eric Suse, all of them today, they were indicted by the grand jury of Montserrat County. Okay, on account of arson, criminal conspiracy, criminal attempt to commit murder, all of the criminal solicitation, all of that. Well, you know why? The only lawmaker from the rescue mission, Madam Priscilla Cooper, was not indicted. Priscilla Cooper was not indicted. The government has left her to go free because she is not a member of the CDC. She's not a member of the opposition. So this is a miscarriage of justice. Such a miscarriage of justice creates problem in the country. Why would the government, the prosecution, that is the Ministry of Justice, serve an indictment on all of the lawmakers allegedly involved in an arson allegation with an indictment, but failed to indict Priscilla Cooper? We have been saying it. They had attempted using John Yanti as state witness to lie. They offer him bribes. Say, oh, go and lie on Funati Cooper. Go and lie on Dixon Sibo. Go and lie on Dixon Sibo. Go and lie on everybody. Go and lie on everybody. John Yanti said, no, I cannot lie against my conscience. I cannot lie against my conscience. A very principled young man, a very passionate, dedicated, committed young man. He was offered differently. 50,000. He said no. He said, okay, we'll make it 100,000. He said no. He said, okay, we'll up the offer to 150. He said no. He said, okay, we'll give you 150,000, take you out of the country, send you to school, send your family abroad. We'll give you 200,000. He said, Gregory, Mr. Police Director, I cannot lie against my conscience. No, I can't lie against my conscience. I'm not able. Why would I lie about something that I know nothing about? John Yanti, we salute you. First, it was Tom Ettridge. Tom Ettridge was taken to the National Security Agency, the NSA, and allegedly he was tortured. He was tortured to confess. The young man said, but what am I confessing? What am I confessing? What do I know that I'm confessing to any state security apparatus? They said, okay, we will drop charges against you and use you as state witness. We'll give you money to serve as witness for the state against those people. Accept our offer. The young man said, I cannot lie about what I don't know. Those young men are heroes. Those young men are heroes. Oh, yes, they are heroes. They need to be celebrated. The government will go through the prosecution, but the government has nothing. The government has no evidence. The government has no evidence. Look at how they filibustering about the Samuel Twe case. The government has no evidence against those people, and so what they are doing now is the government is buying time. The government is buying time. The government is buying time to do a lot of things, to do a lot of manipulations. But those young men are heroes. They are heroes. And let us celebrate them. Eric Susie is another one. He's in jail. Tom Etheridge, imagine Tom Etheridge was arrested since December. Since December. About 7 to 8 months now, that young man has been in the custody of the police. In the custody of the police, later transferred to NSA, tortured, brought back, charged, sent to court, sent to the Monrovia Central Prison. He was there. Recently, his mother died. The woman grieved to death for her son. And the lawyers for Tom Etheridge wrote the Ministry of Justice asking for compassionate leave for the young man to go to at least give his mother her last respect, a decent burial. The Ministry of Justice under Councillor Natu Oswatwe, very heartless old man, rejected the offer. He rejected the plea from the lawyer for the young man to go and bury his mother. That is wickedness. That is pure wickedness. The woman having grieved for her son. She grieved for her son until she died. Family members grieved. They are still grieving for this young man. The lady passed out. Just at least a 1 week compassionate leave for the young man to bury his mother. And the Minister of Justice refused. Oh, wow, what a wickedness. What a wickedness. This is wickedness in high places. But I hope the Minister of Justice, Councillor Oswald, I hope he saw the ending of Jenkins Scott, who was Minister of Justice under Samuel Doe. That old man was so wicked. He did a lot of bad things, a lot of wicked things, until he ended up in the dump site. He died on the dump site. That is wickedness in high place. The woman is dead and gone. Her son is in jail. Is he guilty? The court will render that judgment at the end of this case. But compassionate leave is a procedure under the law. Yes. When Madam Gloria Scott was arrested on account of having a hand in Chalo Musu's death, when she was imprisoned, the government of Liberia, the court, to the Ministry of Justice, gave her compassionate leave. Yes, she was offered compassionate leave. We shouldn't be doing this. We are Liberians. We all are Liberians. Liberia is for everyone. So, what hurts them most is whenever you go on Facebook and write, "Where is coming back 2029," it pains their soul. Just write on Facebook, "Where is coming back 2029," and see how many Unity Party people will insult you. They will openly and deliberately insult you They are intellectually bankrupt. They will only curse without no intellectual justification. Only because you write, George Weah is coming back. You tease them that way. They say they got the country. Oh yes, they are in power. But don't forget, we have had 24 presidents before Joseph Boakai. Yes, 24 presidents before Joseph Boakai. My friends, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Ellen led Liberia for 12 years. The time ended. And even having led Liberia for 12 years, there has been another person who led Liberia for 6 years. That person's time ended. George Weah. Taylor led Liberia for 6 years. His time ended. Imagine, Tubman ruled Liberia for 27 years. 27 years. Did the 27 years not still finish? It ended. Tubman died in 1971. Tubman became president and led Liberia from 1971 to 1980. Tubman led Liberia for 9 years. Joe took power in 1980 in a coup, in a military coup, a bloody military coup. He led for 10 years and his reign ended on September 10, 1990. So everything has a cutoff point. A day, there's always a day of reckoning, according to the Bible, where we will give account of our stewardship. So seditions, it is predicated upon all of these scenarios that there is an urgent need to unite, to come together, to take these criminals, these rogues out of power. Imagine since they came to power 19 months now in July, they created a condition in the legislature and the entire House of Representatives was helter-skelter. No understanding in the legislature. While the legislature was having a confusion, that confusion, the guy stole over $108 million. Yes, the government stole over $108 million. There are newspapers reporting it. Oh, yes. While the legislature was in confusion, the guys stole $108 million because without legislative oversight, those things were just passing. You see the wave of corruption in public institutions. The country is descending into a very huge financial malaise. Seditions, if we are not careful, there will be nothing left when these criminals leave power. There will be nothing left when these criminals leave power in 2030. There will be nothing left. They are ravaging everything. And sometimes people can say jokingly, the guys can even sell the country. They are highly sophisticated criminals in various institutions of government. Please share the show. If you are there, this is the CDC Hour you're listening to on Kings FM 88.5 and Kings Facebook Live page. You can begin to place your calls now on 0772 239933, 0772 239933, 0886 30 44 97, 086 30 44 97, or the lone female line for only women on 0777 98 0375. You can begin to place your calls in now. This is a CDC show. So anybody who calls to say anything else, I will cut you off. Good evening. Hello.
This is political science. You might call it 16 to be precise. You could people depend on our time, but we still keeping it because our president said we should give them 1 year or 2 years to listen to see how the government will be affordable, what it will be doing for the citizens. That we people depend on. We are still on post. I think one time when I ask a question and I ask a question on the same DJ Blue, I say, there think coaches who carry people to court because the methodize in need, and sport kept in the character of the need in the country that he takes there, and everything are done. And today they are going after them, bit by bit. We told our past speaker to know this here, they will go after you. He said because you're a lawyer. Although you are a lawyer, you're doing it for the country, but the country is not doing it for you. The country is doing it now in the terms of our politics. So now, you see now.
Hello? Yeah. Good evening, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm Oscar that is calling from Gompa 7 Nimba County. Yeah, check out, I always listen to this program and I always give my piece of advice. You know, we have been a dance division from 2004 up to present. But we are observed the leadership in Nima is not going down well with all of us. Because even when you listen to the social media or the former city mayor of Compa City resigned from CDC yesterday and joined Unity Party. So, yeah, he joined Unity Party yesterday. So I'm calling upon the leadership of Unity of CDC. If we should not sit down and say we should wait the election come before we come and run campaign. People have a saying that say every day that campaign day. So it's better for us to come and restructure the leadership and see how best to represent our people. Thank you.
How are you? Okay, my name is Juwe, calling from District 11. Thank you for the program. I think the only advice and my recommendation is that the election that will be here in Nima County, I think it will be good for CDC to put up a candidate so that it can bring the people together. That's my suggestion.
Hello. It's the Cdc Hour. My son, I'm begging. I lose among these people. And I need to me. I can't even photo nobody to say please carry me because I'm so person. Y'all help me. I beg you on me. I've been with CDC when they did. They had their first meeting yesterday or our owner. My son, my two children are working again. Y'all help me with food. Hello? Yeah, I am, Papa. Yeah. Then how we know now, Papa? Please consider me.
Yeah, good evening, Ishaka Sharif. Yeah, this is Gonzo. Well, Ishaka, I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate the entire Kings FM family by letting our people daily, because Mr. Wakai have definitely, bring our conscience backwards. So now, with the tradition, we got to come together, we calibrate, we got to fix all the this understanding between us for to come back 2029 and be a victorious. Because our country is really going backward, Ishaka. Ishaka, can you imagine these days on the streets, old woman, they're always begging people, sometimes, I feel so hurt. I said, well, doing for the weather, it wasn't happening. Yeah, it wasn't happening like this. People these days, the older people always begging people on the street. Myself, you need to embarrass Ishaka. Baka has had
Hello? Yeah, hello? Yeah, this is GT calling from Canada, and this is the CDC Hour, right? Yeah. Hey, Ishaka Sherry, how you doing, sir? I'm doing fine, and thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, so I just wanted to give my one or two input on this issue. Like right now it's like election is done, and most people are looking up to the CDC about more structuring. I'm talking about like in the leadership aspect, and to be able to get the people around. So I'm talking about especially for those policy and thing that are saying like they were disenchanted and thing. But people want to see like the CDC more into a structuring form and getting ready as a government thing. Right now you got acting chairman been so long right now. It's taking too long to have an acting chairman. Other leaderships within the CDC they are still vacant and thing. So people want to see that coming up with the CDC, then they can start to build a momentum. The last time we saw the CDC moving momentum was when they went to do the due payment. A lot of people are in jail. People are looking up. The people are looking up to leaders to be able to lead them. They don't have to be authoritative, but they need some structure and thing to keep them getting ready. Okay, that's cool. So if the party doing that, they really want to be, let the people be involved and thing. But it should not be on the leadership level and thing. Push all the way down, like you say, is grassroots, and let the people get involved and thing. The momentum from the deal, I really saw the momentum from the deal. I wanted the party to be able to keep it all and thing. If we have to do like new leadership and thing, people want to see the leader that they will be looking up to, so they can be able to lead them. The elaborate people they like to see things that they can follow up.
Okay,
So
thank
CDC
you.
is already in that room. Let them continue.
Okay,
But thank you for the show, Ishaka Jerry.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate what you're doing.
Mama,
And
let's be in
continue
touch,
to
man.
do what
Let's
you're
be in
doing.
touch. I will call you after the show.
Okay, that's my number there, and call me later. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Ishaka.
Yes. Hello.
Ishaka.
Hello.
What's up, man? Hello?
Yes. Hello. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, this is Emmanuel Smith. Ishaka,
Yeah, Mr. Smith.
do you want this country to be given to a criminal like George Weah again? Is that what you're telling the Laban people? Ishaka, after you looted the country for 6 years, you didn't have people stupid? You didn't have people stupid to give these men who have no interest in the Laban presidency, who market the interest of our country, who looted state resources, who come from one country to another looking for girlfriends, to give this country back to him?
You finish? Oh, you call yourself off. Hello? Let's get another caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, let's hear you.
My name is Robert here, calling from Johnsonville.
Yeah, Mr. Tier.
Yeah, that man I just from calling that that Unity Party man are just from calling, insulting us. He's the most stupid person. Their leadership is very stupid and crazy because they know their function. So that's stupid that you want to carry on CDC again. You want to carry on our president. That they are on trained president when they get in the country, they shouldn't try to shit around again.
No. Take time. Take your time. Okay, thank you. Let's take another caller. Hello? Yes, good evening. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Party Ezima calling from support to be precise in the 16.
Yes.
Thank you for following me the time. Thank you for your topic on discussion. You said it all. You gave everything granted to us. But the only thing I want for you to generate and your people in generate to tell the Labreko and to tell with the solution. And to tell our party chairman, our leader then, whenever the leader gave them something, when they come to the community, look for the old people, look for the young, which are from 17, 16, all the way upward, talk to us, make sure, put us together to be as one for tomorrow's future. Because if they not talk to us today, tomorrow when they be talking to us, it's like you put a rat on the table to bring the cat to eat a rat. And how they will be doing. I want for them to start going from community to community, talking to us, doing our Wednesday campaign to see how bad.
But even you yourself be talking to other people. You yourself be talking to people too.
I'm a promoter defender. We doing that. But we want a leader because when they get 5 or 10,
no, it's not about money, my man. It's not about money. This is not about money. It's about what we can do to recalibrate the party. It's not about money. They money.
Is why unity.
Okay, let's take another caller. Hello?
Yes. Yes. Really, Ishaka.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, Ishaka, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Popo corner, down Coastal Hill, Winter Community. Ishaka Steven, Ishaka, thank you very much. Ishaka, what you said, that's a very good message. We need to talk to each other. But let me just come to the guy who called our Unity Partisan who came. This rescue team who came to rescue us now have now turned to a graveyard hero. So how can you compare a graveyard hero with a man who has an indomitable imprint on Liberia? You go to the University of Liberia, you will see President Weah Herman. You go to country where they took anti-cancer, President Weah had the 100 Samuel Kanyado Memorial Hospital in Grand Chile County. So what has he to tell us? Look, Unity Party Rescue Mission is now a graveyard mission. They call them a graveyard hero. So that's a good fun place to see that.
Okay, Spencer, let's take another caller. Good
evening, Ishaka.
Yeah, good evening.
This is Edmond Carr. You know, the Unity Party are very, very frustrated. So we can understand, because for you to come here and paint the picture that you were bringing a 90-plus-year-old bastard deacon that would have rescued you guys when he very said was looking for rescue, you guys mortgage your future and mortgage the future of Liberia. As a nation, we are realized, we are rejoicing. Because every day that come in this country, you will see the misrule of your government that you're talking about. You know, we rooted this country. What are the evidence? What have you doing since you've been there 1 year plus? What have you done? You that are not looting the country. You are not forgetting about the rescue mission. Your involvement now is graveyard. Anybody?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
I think we have a call in the dashboard.
Yeah, good evening. Isaka, sorry. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. It is Prince.
Good evening. Good evening, Isaka, sorry.
I'm getting you loud and clear.
Okay, my name is Chokon Kia. And I'm currently calling you from Mare Bamango. Yeah, Chokon Kia. I'm currently calling you from Mare Bamango. Let me say thank you. All right, let me talk about here. My input. Yeah, I want to say thank you for the fascinating, topic and the effort you continue to apply in terms of creating the awareness for our thousands of partisans. And I also want to make this recommendation to you. As you continue to add value to this show, I want you to have what we call the districts, the CDC districts, engagement,
Yes.
where district coordinators will come and give updates as to what are they doing in their districts, how is their structure, how is the zonal structure,
Oh yes.
how many members have left their leadership, where are the gaps, where's the challenges, what have they made effort, how their engagement with permanent people who are residing in a various districts, how is the unity among the partisans, as to whether these things it will
just
help
like that.
to awaken. So I want you to include it into your program.
Yes.
And then lastly, I want to appeal to the party. I want the party to start thinking about district office. And I know that they are in that effort. But I guess because without district office, it will be ineffective. More district will be ineffective.
Okay,
But
thank you so much, Trukon. We don't have time. We don't have time, Trukon. We don't have time. So let's take our last caller. If we have any. So we have just 2 minutes to go. So you listen to the callers. If we can take one more, no problem. If we have one more, we can take. If not, then we can go ahead. So you listen to the callers. This is the time to unite around one purpose, and the purpose is to return CDC to the executive mansion in 2030, January 22nd. Without that, nothing meaningful is going to happen. And so, in the communities, in the districts, anywhere you find yourself, look at your friend, look at your brother, say, brother, you are a seditious and I am. Brother, let's unite. Let's come together. Let's put our differences aside and make the party a better one, because once the CDC is in power, there's going to be hope for the hopeless, hope for the young generation. And so on that note, we have come to the end of today's edition of the CDC Hour on Wednesday, July 2, 2025. Until you see me, it will be on Friday, on the 5th of July, 2025. Until then, I am your presenter, Ishaka Sherry. Goodbye.